Welcome back to the show. In this video, we will examine a woman trying to define the manosphere's definition of a high-value man. She never gets past the point of money, but we do try to see her point. However, she goes wayward in many ways, but we'll let her show you herself. In this case of the redefinition of what is a high-value man.
Pretty much anytime he has a video. And so we really have to reconsider what a high value man is. High value man, number one, is a man who has a high earning, has the finances. And while I agree finances are important, I feel like you can be someone who isn't wealthy and still be considered a high value man. You could be making under $50,000 a year and live in the hood and still be high value. The idea of being a high value man, in my eyes, when I first came across the term, I thought of a man who essentially would be husband material, somebody who was charismatic, well-spoken, educated, someone that people in the community look up to, they respect. And that was really what I thought that the high value man was.
Okay, she wants us to take a look at things from how she sees it, from her eyes, from the position of women who are like her. Okay, so she's going to go further.
According to him, you have to have finances, and I think that is absolutely ridiculous. The idea of you having finances is essentially when you have money, you're able to remove yourself from certain environments that may put you in a situation where you can't make the best decisions or you can't authentically be who you are. You're constantly in a mode where you have to defend yourself, being in the hood or being in a area that's impoverished. And so if you're in a space where you don't have a lot of money, you don't live in the best neighborhood, you can still absolutely, if you have the mental strength and tenacity, you can be a high value man without those things. It's about what's up here. And so we have to really, as a community, we have to really reconsider what example we're trying to set for people.
Oh my Lord. I'm trying to help this girl out, but she keeps lying. So she wants us to believe that in this new reclassification and definition of what a high value man is, one, you don't need money. Well, that is the biggest lie. And she continues to try to cover it up with eye rolls and tongue rolls and shoulder shrugs and extra mannerisms. And she is absolutely, as she says, lying to you. You can understand her perspective, though. It's getting hard out here in these streets. She used to be overweight. She's lost it now. She probably has a child, and she's hit the wall. And because of what's happening now on YouTube, and it's bled over to Facebook and Instagram, the look of desperation is starting to come to the streets. And this is an old video. Imagine what the women are thinking now. It has been for so long that you could bash men and say what you want to say. The main thing is she wants us to see her point. She wants us to feel it, that the black woman is not really happy with what is being said. And she wants it to change because she is now understanding that it is hurting, and it is hurting on the street level. So, ma'am, tell us what you would like.
I really would like to see the push for high value men to get back to dating women who have some standard.
So now you're saying even the average guys don't want you?
That's what it's all about.
And that's what it's all about. She wants you to not want looks, agreeableness, submission, compliance, and helpfulness.
It's not just about looks. Our community is suffering right now because we have a whole generation of kids who they're just seeing the glitz and glams. They didn't get to grow up during the Cosby era or the era where you actually saw Black people represented on television. They're seeing Love and Hip Hop. They're seeing the YouTube videos of the rappers and the video girls and the video vixens and the Insta models. Where is the example of, other than Barack Obama and Michelle, where is the example of a quality Black couple of high value Black men and women?
And that's just it. The image of the Black family was destroyed 40 years ago after Cosby, which wasn't really realistic.
Black women, it is important for you to be in shape and be healthy, but your spirit and your soul is number one. When that is in place, when you're in a good space mentally, everything else will fall in line. When you're in a space where you truly love yourself, you will want to eat better. You will want to work out. You will want to be healthy. And that is what we need to be pushing to our community.
And that's what this video should have been about. We have been complaining for a generation that our women need to lose weight, lose the weaves, and lose the attitude. But our sisters need to be the ones saying it, and not us.
And I pray that these Black men on YouTube, I pray that you guys will change your thought process. I know that you want to get viewers. I know that you want to make sure that you have a following, but we think about, put our community first and then change the narrative. And that's all that I want to say. And I just want to encourage you guys to.
Okay, we have to take a note of her subliminal, non-verbal cueing body language that she is giving off throughout the whole video, and it is extremely negative based upon the fact that this is what our women now are dealing with on the streets. When I say frustrated, just listen to the massive sighing that she has, the shoulder shrugs at the end. You can go back and rewatch this video if you would like. But her nonverbal cues are telling us that if what she's experiencing is normal, as they say, if there's one roach, there's a million of them. And she's a small microcosm of what is now happening in the streets. She is pleading with the manosphere of YouTube to change the narrative so that it doesn't affect our young men and other men as much as it already is. The problem is it's too late. Black male media is not going anywhere. If anything, it's increasing, and it's going to go forth even more. It is why people like myself now have content channels, because we have pertinent information to pass on to the next generation of men so that they don't go through what we've had to go through. Oh yes, you want it to change now, but you created this narrative, you perpetrated it, and you've benefited from it. And many of your female counterparts, they don't want to let it go. And so until there's a more compliant, agreeable, nice, friendly, sweet woman who smiles and talks with One who doesn't have a resting bee face. One who's not cute in the face, but giving the mean mannerism. One who actually just is a feminine sister. Yeah, but we want you to really understand her earnest plea. Listen.
We're all that we got.
And I want to take her words right now and encourage all my nephews out there in the manosphere. She's right. You're all you got. Ain't nobody else coming to help you, nephew. This is it. You're going to have to grind it until you find it. This is the way. And you need to learn it and learn it fast. Because you're your own Calvary. You're blowing your own trumpet and you're coming over the hill. You've got to be your own Maximus and defend off against the barbarian horde. Because if they haven't been coming, they're coming now. And they're going to come to try to take everything that you've got. Don't believe the lies and don't believe the hype. Because that's all they got is fresh smoke for you. Fresh smoke to blow like the cold winter wind that has blown in like the 19. Just check it out, nephew, and I'll see you in the streets. I'm the voice.